Okay guys, I'm a day late. So I was packing and I screwed up my shoulder doing something. I don't know what I did. So I haven't been able to move my whole left side for the last 2 days. So I took some ibuprofen and that seems to be helping, thank goodness. So hopefully by morning my shoulder will be back in order and I can keep going, because 2 days of not packing has kind of put me into panic mode. I feel like I'm not as far as I should be. So, but I wanted to keep going with this box, and, you know, I think the last time we chit-chatted, I let you guys know my mom was coming into town, and she has finally arrived, safe and sound, thank goodness. It was a little scary, I'm not gonna lie, because with my mom being hearing impaired, she can't just, like, you know, call me on her cell phone and, hey, I'm here, or I'm over here and I'm lost, can you tell me how to get where you're at? Things like that. So apparently they were supposed to be here at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, depending on the weather in Texas, because there were some areas in Texas that were flooding. And yeah, so they got into town at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I stayed up. I sat at my desk, and I, you know, nodded off in my chair here and there, and I woke back up, and any little noise would freak me out because I didn't want to, you know, miss them and then them think that I wasn't answering the door or anything like that. And finally my husband came out at about 8:30, and he was like, "You're still awake?" And I'm like, "Yep," and they're still not here, and I can't call her, I don't know what's going on. So I went and I laid down for about an hour and a half, because I kept tossing and turning in bed, and finally, about 11:15, they showed up, and Jason came in and woke me up. He's like, "They're here, they're safe." So I come running out, I'm like, "What happened?" And Jason was like, "Man, I was so tired that I had to pull over and take a nap, and then we got back on the road." And of course, you know, Wi-Fi isn't just anywhere. You know, a lot of people have their Wi-Fi locked, and I totally understand. And they couldn't find a, like, McDonald's to jump into, or a gas station with Wi-Fi, or anything like that. So she couldn't call me on her video phone to let me know that she was okay. So I'm just glad that they're here. I'm glad that, you know, they're safe. And, you know, everything's good. So, but they are here. So I just wanted to let everyone know that they arrived safely. Seems to have taken forever, but they arrived safely. I'm going to grab a foam brush, but I'm also going to grab another project real quick. Oh, no! Just kidding, I'm not going to grab my foam brushes because I forgot I packed them all. They're packed in a way. But I watched Mamie's channel, and I don't know if anyone's still reading my blog, but I posted a picture of this guy. So, I'll give you the top view. Mamie did an amazing top hat as a challenge that Gareth gave her. And I wanted to make one. Let's see if I can tip it. I wanted to make one for my husband's aunt and uncle, who always host parties at their house. And I thought it would be a nice centerpiece for 4th of July. So, the plate is from the dollar store. The can is a coffee creamer can that I painted up and striped, just like Mamie did. All the flowers, the little streamer things here, all from the dollar store. The foam heart was from the dollar store. The only thing I got from Michael's was this guy right here, because I couldn't find the foam hearts. Oh, I guess if I tip it this way, you guys can see it. The little stars. I was going to use those as my center because I couldn't find the foam hearts, but I went to a different dollar store and ended up finding them there. So I just thought I'd add them in anyway. But I bought these from Michael's. And then I used the same paints that Mamie did, which were the Waverly chalk paints in Crimson and Ocean. And I couldn't find the white. They were like completely sold out. I'm pretty sure other people watched her channel and zoomed out and bought them all. So I ended up going to Michael's and using my 40% off on the Martha Stewart Wedding Cake White. And it was a matte chalk finish as well. So I used those 3 paints, and I got this. I don't think it turned out too bad. I like it. I hope they like it, is more of the real question there. But I thought it was kind of It's very nice. It's very full, and that's what I was going for. I really wanted a full centerpiece. So, but I thought I'd share that with you guys. And I'm totally bummed. I already packed my foam brushes. So, I can't grab one of those. So, on that note, I'm just going to have to use a regular brush. Thank goodness I didn't pack those yet. Okay, so back to the box. Stick that guy up there. Where did I put it? There it is. Just kidding. Oh, and I happened to luck out. I'm totally trying not to buy anything because, of course, I'm packing. But I found these 3 at the dollar store, and my dollar store never has anything that everyone's, like, showing in their hauls. So I got the little sequins packages. Oh, that's a really bad glare. And it's got, like, the light pink, a darker pink, 2 of the darker pinks, a purple, and then a darker purple. And then a silver, like, 3 different shades of gold and 2 different shades of, like, copper. I don't know if you guys can see that. I only bought 1 of each, and then all the different shades of blue and green. But I thought for shaker cards these would be really cute. And for, you know, $3, I figure these won't take up too much space in a box. So I've been very good, and I've been restraining myself and not buying, you know, too much. My mom's like all over the place. Let me get you this. Let me buy you this. I'm like, Mom, dude, wait. Listen. I'm really excited that you want to buy me stuff. Trust me, because who can say no to crafting stuff, especially when somebody else is buying? But, we gotta chill. Gotta slow down. Okay, let me see if I can find a paintbrush that I haven't screwed up too bad. Because I'm not very nice to my paintbrushes. I'll be the first one to admit it. Do I have any water in here? Yes, I do. It's green, but it'll work. Okay. I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going with what I kind of had going already, and I'm just going to, from where I tore the napkin off last, stick those edges down. Whoop, napkins are flying. That side looks pretty good. That looks good. I guess it was just that one side. Okay. Which is good. Whoops. So I'm going to try to get the outer piece done. Now it's not going to close. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to smudge these on again. There's my bone, of course. So I'm just going to kind of sponge this on lightly. I know it's not going to stay all over the place because once I put the Mod Podge on it, it'll smear, which is okay. You stay over here. Stay. Wait, just kidding. I need some of that. But I do know that I want this napkin, like, right in the center. I don't want to do the bottom piece. I want to leave that bottom piece alone. I do know I want it across the middle. Because I have a nice little frame going here. That makes sense. So, we haven't found a place yet. Still working on it. So, we had one place where we put in an application. We haven't heard anything yet, so I'm kind of... My only thing is, like, I don't mind putting in all the applications. I just don't understand why we have to pay all these application fees. Like, if I don't get the house, I think I should get the application fee back. Am I crazy for thinking that? Because if I'm not going to use your company, because you don't have a house or something that I'm looking for that's not, you know, available for me to rent, I should get my application fee back so that I can use it somewhere else. I know that they have to use it for background checks and all that fun stuff, but, man, it's $80 for my husband and I just to apply. You know? If we have to do that 4 or 5 times, I mean, that's a lot of money spent. So, anyways. I'm just going to kind of randomly stick these pieces on. I'm going to take this little piece off here. I don't overlap them too much. Might be a little too thin. Tear this down the center. And I think I'm going to tear this bottom half off because I'm going to tear it up anyway. See if that makes it to size. One more at the top. So, and I totally appreciate everyone's comments. You guys are like my positive vibe that I totally need. So I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty stressed out about it. My mom's kind of fallen back into her groove of being extremely dependent on me, not realizing that I kind of physically can't handle that anymore. You know, going grocery, my mom's crazy. I love her to bits, but she's crazy. She wants to go grocery shopping every day instead of just, you know, going out and buying what we need for the week, which is what I've gotten used to over the last couple of years. And then, you know, oh, well, I'm bored, let's go to the store. And I'm like, Mom, I can't drive too much because my van's got its own issues that we're dealing with. And to be honest, I'm kind of scared to get behind the wheel of a vehicle still from my car accident. You know, when the doctor tells you that one more car accident and you can be paralyzed for the rest of your life, it kind of puts a damper on things. It kind of makes you stop and go, alright, well, number one, let's try not to get into an accident. Not that anyone ever does that on purpose, but I'm just saying, you know, if I'm not on the road, I can't get into a car accident. So, and then she wants me to serve her food, and I'm like, Mom, I can hardly walk. So it's just been, it's a lot of flashback into my childhood, if that makes any sense at all. And again, love her to bits. I'm glad she's here. I'm glad she's safe. But it's a lot of flashback into my past. So, my mom's one of those that when she sees something, like, she watches the cooking channel a lot, and when she sees something, she has to have it right this second. It's like the other day, she was watching something, and it was like a boneless pork chop with prosciutto in the middle of it, with cheese or something. And mind y'all, I don't cook. I've never... My mom was the type of mom that you walked in the kitchen, she walked right out and let everything burn. You were not allowed in the kitchen with her. So I was never, ever in the kitchen. Ever. My husband was okay with that because, you know, he loves to cook. But with him working 2 jobs and trying to find us a place, and, you know, my husband's got his own stress levels right now. I don't want him to have to come home and worry about, okay, what are we having for dinner? And then have to cook for 8 people. So I've been trying to help, even though it's completely out of my comfort zone. We've been, ooh, just pushed my drawer in, just kidding. You know, my mom's been like, alright, let's go to the store and get this. Let's go to the store and get that. So it's been an adventure already. Every day that my mom has been here, I've been in the car driving her somewhere. And I'm trying to explain to her, you know, you gotta save gas, and I can't keep driving around, it freaks me out. Gotta slow down. gonna just take that. So, stress levels are definitely up. That is for sure. She is, I love her, again, love her to bits. She's definitely my oldest child. And she knows it. And her roommate's really cool, but, you know, it's kind of awkward to ask someone for help. Well, it's always been awkward for me to ask someone for help, but, you know, before they moved here, it was a discussion that he was going to be helping, and, you know, well, I mean, it is what it is, and it's fine. We'll get through it. Just kind of covering it with a napkin. I don't really have a rhyme or reason of why I'm putting what I'm putting where. I just kind of want to overlap everything. Okay. And I can't flip it that way because that would just be silliness, because that's still really wet. And I packed all my napkins, so this is the only napkin I have left. Oh, packing is so much fun. I didn't know if I was going to do more napkins around this, so I didn't think I'd need them, so I packed them. It's going to be a very fun few weeks. I see it happening. Alright. I so appreciate you guys being patient with me and grinning and bearing it with me. Because, oh boy, these next few weeks are going to be fun. And the worst part is that I have no memory. You guys all know that. Oh, well, it's back. I forgot to put the distress ink down. That's alright. No big, don't freak. So, speaking of memory, we all know that I have none, and so it's going to be very interesting to watch me pack things along the next few weeks and then realize that I need them, but I've already packed them. So, and I'm so grateful that I have my little Scarlet, because she is just like all over it. What are we packing today, Mom? What are we doing today? What can I help you with? Can I put this in the box? Let me put this in the box. It's really heavy, but I'm going to put it in the box anyway. She's so funny. And she's very excited for the new adventure, because that's, you know, because she was really upset when she found out we were moving. Because, you know, she's built, you know, a relationship with the staff that's already here. Oh my goodness, I can't hear that for some reason. And, so, you know, she was pretty upset when she found out we were moving. But I told her, I said, you know what? Moving is an adventure. You never know where it's going to take you. But maybe we don't need to be where we're at right now. We need to be somewhere else because we need to help someone else. Or, you know, but we don't know what the reason is. We have to look at it as an adventure. So she's very excited about the new adventure. And to find out where we're going next. That's the new daily question. Where are we going? Where are we going? Don't know yet. Figure it out when we get there. Napkin attacking me everywhere. Stick that word down. Tear that off. Okay. Place another piece there, just because I can. Okay. Oh. Thought that went right in there. I was like, man. Let's stick that one on sideways. So hopefully before we move, all these packages that I wanted to get sent out will get sent out. My mom offered to help me pay for the postage and everything, which was really kind of her. So I have a few people that I promised to be part of their challenges. And of course, one thing, you know, life happens. One thing comes up after another, and I feel bad because I feel like I wasn't able to keep into my commitments. And I don't ever want to be that person who's known as like the flake, you know? I don't want to be that person who's like, oh yeah, I want to do your challenge, and then my package never shows up, and then I look like a jerk. Because that's not my intention at all. So, for those of you, and you know who you are, see private message and everything, your packages are coming, I promise. And I just thought about it. I have Gareth's ATC swap next month. Wait. Really? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not even going to look at that. Sorry, guys. That's kind of odd. Better be like an email or something, because if someone's texting me, that's not good. So I'm not answering right now. But, I have an ATC swap that I need to do with Gareth in July, and I'm still really, really nervous about it because I'm just not good at... I don't have enough experience or practice with ATCs, I should say. Not that I'm not good at them, because I don't really know. I haven't really tried. I need one, and that needs to get mailed out, too. So... Alright, kind of liking that. I think I'll jazzy it up a little bit. Oh, I didn't put the... Wait. Okay, so this side and this side have... This side and this side don't. Alright, now... That's what I get for talking. Can't remember what I'm doing. It's okay, though. So I'll just do a little bit here. Try not to get it into my Mod Podge, because that would be bad. Probably Mod Podge around that too, though, huh? I wonder if after my Mod Podge dries, if I put it on and then smear it, will you really know if there's a difference? Whether it was under or over? It's a very good question, isn't it? I'm gonna go over this with something because I don't like the... Can you see all the brush strokes? I want it to be like solid, so I'll go over that again. But I know you're supposed to let Mod Podge dry for like 48 hours or whatever it is. I have no patience for that. So, ow! It's a very, very tight box. I wonder if no. See, I don't want to be messing with stuff. I don't know if I warped it. I don't know. Maybe if I sand this down a little bit. I'm going to have to play with it. I don't know if I sand this down maybe, because it looks like it's really tight in the back. Can you guys see that? Well, maybe if I show you. See how it's like opened up right here, but it's really tight back here? I wonder if I sand it down a little bit in the back. But I don't want to mess up the box. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm going to hit this with the glue gun, the heat gun, this second. And then more napkins flying everywhere. That didn't take me too long. I'm pretty proud. 25 minutes. Bubble that up, make it look like it's all cracked. too bad. Alright, done with all that noise. I think it looks alright. It's really white here and here. But it's like, well, not that you can see. See how it's like brown? And then, bam, white. Just white. But I don't want to put the distress ink on it yet because it's still wet and sticky. But my top piece is done, and I was thinking about adding some bling to it since this section is done. Now, last time I started playing with something like this, I messed it all up because these back pieces here, but I think where these back pieces are should be alright because the hinges on this one are different. So I think let's start right back here. Wait. Before I get all crazy with it, I have enough. Let's start there. Alright. Same as that, same as that. No, I did not. See? Glad I checked. Okay, let me grab something else. But I haven't packed yet. Just grab my little bucket here. All my little pearls that I have. And these flatback pearls. These might be too big. Well, maybe not. These I got from Solid Store. Which also, because I'm a dork, I think I'm going to enter Saw's name sign challenge. And just do a real quick, like, 2-minute video on my sign. So if you guys see that come up, you'll know why. Because my buddy Kimmy was like, why didn't you just enter the challenge? I'm like, I don't know. Because that would have been smart. I was already making one. Well, actually, it's because of her that I decided to make one. Between Saw's challenge and Miss Donna sending me the pieces that I needed, you know, to make the sign. What am I looking for? Oh, I was looking for a different color. I was trying to see if I had different colors of flatback pearls, but I don't. There's some teardrop, I have some hearts, and full bead. This does not belong in here. Seems like I can find that for the mini albums. I wonder if I do this peachy color. Sorry, I know you guys are at like a bad angle. See, this is where the you guys being above me kind of stinks, because you can't really see what I'm looking at. I don't have enough of that pink. I don't want to do lavender. There's green, gold, silver, red, some white. I was hoping I had enough pink, but I don't. So what about this peachy color? I'm kind of liking this more than the white. Decide. I think white pops more, but I think the peach blends more. What am I aiming for here? What am I going for? I'm going a little more shabby, blended. I'm going to go with the peachy peach. I can figure out how this is all sent to me in a D-stash. It's kind of all tangled together. There we go. Found an end. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. We'll go with it. Now that I just lost my end again. You stay over there. You stay right here. We'll do it this way. Hey, yeah, that's hot. I think I have it up too high. Probably should have left it closed. Ow. Probably should have made sure this is gonna be on the edge. Just kidding. Let me take that off real quick. Nice and easy. Okay. So let's try that. I didn't close it, right? Okay. Just checking. Oh, I cannot hold this glue gun straight to save my life. That didn't stick. Smaller stretches. Alright. Getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. Slowly but surely. I have a feeling that this is a project that I'm going to work on until we move. Only because, number one, it's a box. So, anything that, you know, I might need, like flowers or trims or something, I can just keep it right in this box. My last video might end up being on my phone, but, you know, we'll make do. I haven't done a phone video in a while. Figure it's time. How do I make... I don't want to look like I'm missing a bead, but at the same time, I can't overlap beads. So I'll just set that off and make it look like it's connecting. Nope. Oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Straight. There we go. Okay. So I got more Podge drive. This can all go back into here. I had, oh, I know what I was looking for. I had a little baggie that my glue was in. That's what I was looking for. This. Just got something in my eye. So this needs to go back in here because I'm not using that. It's amazing how when you know you have to pack and you have to move, you have to stay a little more organized. So I'm actually putting things away, which is not something I'm used to. I'm used to leaving everything out until my project is done, making a big old mess. I can't do that right now. See how there's a gap right there? How do I fix that? Any tips? Like, it's all nice and tight on the side, but you can see where it's like popping open right here. Did I do something to make it do that? I don't know. These strings out there. These strings drive me crazy. Okay. If anyone's got tips on how to fix that, so it doesn't look like I broke the box, let me know. Because I feel like I broke the box. I don't know how I broke the box. I mean, unless I warped it from painting, but I didn't have that issue with the first one, so I don't know. I know I want to do something to the top of the box. I don't know what I want to do to it, though. That's my next issue. And of course, I packed a lot of stuff in my drawers, so I don't know where anything is. Maybe I'll use one of these frames. Oh, I don't have anything in there. Maybe I'll frame the flower. Maybe. Maybe I'll frame the flower and put a couple flowers up here. Am I liking that idea? I don't know. Here we go with the thought process again, ladies. This is kind of a lighter one. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, technically they're about the same amount of space on the inside. I was hoping to frame one of the butterflies, that's not working out. If I do it that way, I can frame those two flowers, which I like. This will poke off if I do that. Okay, so I think I like that one. So I'm going with that one. And what am I doing around it? Is a good question. Okay, let me set that down first because I know I'm going to use the 6,000 on it. So I want to make sure it stays. I probably should have done that with my pearls, but we all know I don't have that much patience. At least this won't be moving around too much. Make sure I frame it up right. Sorry if my head's in the way. I want to make sure if it touches something on the side, it won't. I want to make sure it's like flush with the box. If that makes sense. Okay, and then I had a box with all my little flowers in it. These are normal dots. Right now. It's a pack box. Ouch, I have my box with my Michael's flowers in it. I have so much stuff moved around, I don't know where anything is anymore. Not that I knew where anything was to begin with, but no, those are more laces and trims. Where did I put my Michael's? Oh, is it over here? Maybe this is it. Aha! I found you. Okay, put my scissors away for the moment. Okay, and these can go away for right now. Oops. Okay. Oh, grab my other little flowers here too. My little minis. I have. Oh man, I used my left shoulder and that like knocked the wind out of me. Don't do that. Okay, so I think I kind of want to go pink pastel-y colors with this one. See, I don't want to block off. Well, the whole point of me framing that was because I had two flowers in there. No, I'm not liking that with the box. Maybe one of those. The green on there is a little darker. Maybe one of those. Here I am saying the green on that's darker, but I'm pulling it out anyway. Just kidding. I literally think I pull out one of everything and then try to figure out a way to make it all work. I don't think there's really a rhyme or reason to how I do my flower clusters, which may not be a good thing. I might use some of those mint greens, those are pretty. Ooh, a flower with flowers on it. Maybe. I like the idea of a pink one being there. It might be a little bigger. Yeah, no. No. Don't want any coral on there. I'm liking the pinky pink flowers. flowers. Sorry if I'm mumbling. This is just, again, I know the one thing that helped me, like, kind of figure out my own process was by listening and watching other people's process, if that makes sense. So, this might be boring for some. That's okay. Kind of liking now. Maybe the dark one could go in there. I don't know. It's a lot of flowers to cram on one little thing. There's the dark pink. Just trying to kind of find what I have. That was kind of pretty over there. I don't really want to do a lot of blue. Okay, so that's decided. I don't want to do a lot of blue. I don't know if I really want green in there. Maybe a darker blue. Not so much like these minty ones. So maybe if I do like a couple of these darker ones. There's a pretty one. Nope, it's a minty one. Just said I didn't want that. I was just kidding. Here's the flowers. So if I take that one back and put that one there instead. I'll have that one there. Okay, I think I have enough to work with right now. I don't think I need to add any more. I'm going to stab myself with stems. It's a light pink. Okay, so I'm going to put these ones back right now. And these ones. I like these knit ones better. Okay, let's figure out how I'm going to make all this work. I have these in here. Okay. So now, I'm going to try, if my head gets in the way, I'm sorry. I gotta kind of look at this box. Maybe if I stick that one in there. Alright, taking that. So that one's going to go in the center over there. And then, maybe add a couple leaves. Got a pair of scissors here. And on this corner for the frame. And I think on this corner. Of course, I also have that personality where I don't try to overthink it because it makes my head hurt. I just try to put it down. So, I mean, that doesn't really help people in trying to figure out, like, my thinking process. Not that I want to say that everyone should do what I do, because that's so far from the truth. But I know, like I said, I know for me, it was easier for me to learn my own way by watching someone else's way. Does that make sense? Anybody else learn like that? So I'm going to stick that one there. And maybe this guy over that leaf. Like that or that one. I like that one better. Try not to overthink it. That's the one thing that I have learned about myself is that when I overthink it, I freak myself out. I panic. I go into like this panic mode, and then I can't figure out where I want anything. Alright, I'm liking that leaf tucked in there, so I'm going to leave that stem on for the moment. And I'm going to use that stem to guide it. Go, maybe. Hold on. Of course it doesn't cooperate with me now that it's got glue on it. Under. And cut that. It's okay if it's sticking up just a little bit. whole point of me having that frame is because I was trying to frame those two flowers. I'm really liking the idea of having that little flower there. I'm going to do it. I'm going for it. Stick that right there. And maybe a little cherry blossom. Just not cutting my fingers. Of course, I packed my wire cutters. And stick that right there. Oh yeah, I just stuck it right on my finger instead of the flower. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Stick that right there. And maybe I'll do a mint one up top. I hope you guys are seeing all this okay. Well, let me zoom you in. Let's try that. I feel like I'm way too far away from you guys. You're so far away. Now it looks kind of grainy. I don't know if that made it better or worse. Hopefully. Someday when I'm rolling in the big bucks for all my crafty stuff that I sell, I'll buy a better camera. Just kidding. Just kidding. Someday I'm hoping to get a better camera though. I'm gonna stick another one right there. Please don't glue my finger. Thank you. This top corner here. I think I'm going to add another mint one down here. That'll work. Maybe a green flower on top of the pink one. Like that. To be a little more flatter. So there's literally no rhyme or reason as to what I'm doing. I'm not one of those people that can look at the picture as a whole, if that makes sense. Like looking at this little cluster right in here now as a whole, I think it looks okay. But I never would have got this had I thought, okay, I'm going to put this flower here, I'm going to put this flower here, I'm going to do this here, this there, and then cut it all out and put it down. I have to do it as I go. I have to see it as I go. If that makes sense to anyone else but me. I hope it does. See, I think that's too big. And of course that stem's not going to make it all the way through. I think I'm going to add another leaf there. And I think I'm going to add another little flower. I'm going to add some more flowers, not too many. I think that's too big. These might be too little. Oh look, I have peachy ones. Woo! Let's not stab myself with scissors today, that would not be good. Would not be good. I kinda like that one. I'm liking that one a lot right there, actually. See, and I think because I can't see, like, what the ultimate goal is at the end, it's a major reason why I don't know when to stop. I'm starting to think that. Ouch. I think I packed my pliers. So, I'm using scissors as a secondary tool. Let's try going there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sliding out of place, buddy. Sliding out of place. Get back. No, That's kind of a nice little square. Wasn't exactly what I was going for. I was hoping to see more of that frame. That's alright though. I think it turned out okay. Whoa, I forgot you guys were zoomed in. Sorry. Oh, my memory. It's so awesome. Sorry. I totally forgot that you guys were zoomed in, and I was like trying to shove that in your faces. Did you guys see it okay? Oh, what a night. It's been one of those weeks, can y'all tell? Very fantastic. Oh, goodness me. Okay. So that's what we've got. Oh, I can't turn to my left. Okay. So that's what we've got. I don't know if you guys can still see the frame down there. I feel bad because I covered up quite a bit of it. And that wasn't originally my intention, but again, I don't know where I'm going until I get there. I like how you can see the butterfly kind of flying out of the flower. You can still see the building. I think it goes nice with the peachy peach on the side. Kind of glad I went with the peach instead of the white. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Maybe. Adding a couple more flowers here, or over here, maybe. Some cascades down. I don't know. I'm going to stop. See, this is where I end up overdoing it, because I don't know how to stop. Not very good with the stopping part. But I do want to add maybe a couple. How do I open this thing? Smother it in the air. There we go. I'm going to add a couple of these guys. Out of pearl. There's stamens, but I think I can make them look like little pearl spray. Because I'm pretty sure I packed my pearl sprays too. Pretty sure. I don't know how to unwrap this. See this one? That's caught. Oh, I got it. Okay. I don't know where all this black stuff came from. Whoop, there was another one. And another one. Okay, so we'll stop right there. And I'm not really sure how to do this. But I'll figure it out together, huh? I think I want to add, like, some sprays. Does it work like that? No. Oh, I don't like that. Nope. That was not what I had in mind. At all. I don't know what I was thinking, but that definitely wasn't it. Kind of like that. Maybe. I don't know if I like that either. Well, looks like I'm definitely making flowers with these guys. That was not what I had in mind. I thought I could try to twist them and make them into pearl sprays, but it's not cooperating. Either it's not cooperating or I'm just that tired and I can't think. My thinking process has stopped. And I can't concentrate long enough to make that look like how I want it to look. So, those are the same. Those are not the same. Those are really itty bitty though. Those are red. I want red. I want yellow and red. Looks like I'm going to stop there. I keep saying that, and yet I'm still searching for more stuff. Oh, that would have been pretty. No, no blue. No blue. Stop it. No blue. See, I have to talk myself out of stuff, too. Because I'll just keep going. I'll just keep adding stuff and adding stuff. Keep looking for something else. Because I think something else will fit on there. Alright, I gotta stop. I think that's where I'm stopping for. If I stab myself with one more of these, I think I might have to cry. Because I'm almost tired of these buggers. A little sad. Okay, those need to go back in the Michael's box. Before I get confused. Those go in there. These go in there. Good thing is that we have the Scrapbook Expo coming up in September, so any money that I make over the next couple of months, I'm saving. so I can use them for the scrapbook expo because I'm very, very excited. We had a lot of fun last year when we went, so I'm really excited. I think tomorrow I'm going to try... Oh, saw you try to escape. I'm going to try to ink these down. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe the next day. I'll try to ink it down and see if it works. I'll let you know if it works or not, guys. So, that or we'll find out together when we do the next video. So, alright. I'm going to call it quits there. And, again, thank you guys so much for being patient with me and knowing that a lot of my stuff is going to go missing soon because it's going to get put in a box somewhere. Keep looking at it like it's missing something, and I know Miss Donna's going to tell me that I'm missing bling. The problem is I think I packed up all my bling, so I got to figure something else out. I'm going to have to end up E6000 this down too because it's already coming off. It bugs me when my hot glue doesn't work because I love hot glue. It doesn't like to cooperate with me always. Stay, buddy, stay. Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Thank you guys so much again for your patience, your kind comments, hanging out with me, laughing with me, crying with me, stressing out with me. I love you guys. Thank you again so much, and I'll see you guys soon.